I like to look at people as complex as the universe itself. You can't understand humans in just a simple A, B, black, white, binary, or even 50 category wide sort of spectrum.
I come from a suburb outside Boston, very liberal place. People probably call it a bubble. It certainly was a very different experience, I think, than other people had. So for me, coming out as gay was a lot easier than it would have been for, I think, people who come from more conservative families or from other places in the country. But it doesn't mean it wasn't difficult. I think that everyone assumes that struggles are either sort of how they expect them to be or not. And I think mine was much more of an internal sort of internalized struggle.
I'm from a predominantly white area. So growing up, I encountered racism and all the different things that come along with that. I remember my first distinctive encounter was probably around the time I was in kindergarten or first grade. And some bully came up to me and told me that I didn't belong in the world, and he called me black.
I come from a very kind of sheltered suburb. Not a lot of diversity, kind of an insular community, and coming to the university was a really big deal for me in learning about how to interact with others, how to empathize with others, and basically just being exposed to different perspectives and different ideas.
I was born in Karachi, Pakistan, and I moved to America when I was 2 years old. After 9/11 happened, that I started to become more like self-aware about who I was, just because, you know, after that period of time there was a lot of hatred and negativity towards Muslims, which I identify myself as. I started thinking more about what's the common thread that makes us, you know, human.
I was born and raised in Georgetown, which is located in South America, and my family there has been one that have a lot of interracial marriages. So all my life I've looked at myself as a person of mixed race. Coming here to University of Rochester, in America in general, I found myself hard to kind of identify myself in the black community, especially because to me, what I have, I would say I'm mixed race, and you're black. And I'm like, if I say I'm black, then I'm kind of ignoring the other portions of my life and my other family lineage. My skin color, and I believe, came very much into my life here in Rochester. When I walked in my hall, I realized I was the only person of color. My skin complexion is really what perpetuates who I am on this campus.
I think it's too easily forgotten that we're not just a group of these kinds of people, a group of these kinds of people, or a group of gay people and a group of straight people, but we're people who come from different places, from different backgrounds. And as homogenous as a group may seem, once you dive down in a few levels of intersectionality, you can always find more layers that just further differentiate people.
The diversity that we offer here at the University of Rochester is very important as far as opening eyes and leading to new conversations that ignite knowledge.
I can help the community using my background. I can help it using the fact that I am a Muslim, the fact that I have South Asian roots. I can use that race or identifier that I develop myself to sort of positively impact the community in a way.
I wanted people to listen to me in my struggle, and that's what I recur. I try to create a judge-free zone. I don't like to base my judgment off first appearance. I like to get to know people first before I make whatever judgment in my mind of them.
People, as the general mentality, want to help you. And even if there seem to be a few people, or if you're not comfortable enough yet in this environment, because it takes a long time to adjust, you should always feel able to reach out, and as hard as it may be, because it's the brave thing to do, and it has the potential to help so much, especially when you feel that you're not okay, or that you're struggling, or that something's not going right. It's such a symbol of strength and not a symbol of weakness to reach out and ask for help.
I try to create a safe space by always being empathetic. It's about not making rash judgments or not adhering to things for no reason, and understanding where people are coming from.
As long as we may feel we're not actually by ourselves.
My advice to freshmen are find your niche in campus. That doesn't mean to close off yourself, but find your niche in campus, and then try to expand your horizons there. Open up yourself to people and new stories and new backgrounds.
Keep your minds open. Keep your minds open, keep your hearts open. Try to absorb as much different stuff as possible.
You're in a college environment and you see things in the news about different, riots going on, or different events that are happening that just seem tragic. But don't let those let you down. If anything, that should inspire you to do something about it.
What's most important is to be unapologetically yourself.
Just take a second to think that there are other ideas than our own. Then there's so much to realize, because people come from so many different places and have so many different ideas and so much different knowledge that they can share. And that's what makes this community so strong.